Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. For another episode, another topic this week, which, as I was sitting here getting ready, waiting for Yoli to, of course, get ready because, per usual,
I'm not gonna say nothing.
per usual, you had something you wanted to say?
No, not at all.
Oh, okay.
Not at all. Did you like the juice?
The juice was good. What is it again?
This is the juice that I had to make while you was waiting for me to get ready.
Oh, is that what you were doing?
Yeah, that's what I was
Oh,
doing for you because I wanted you to have a juice.
really?
That's right.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
What type of juice is this?
It's the same: the pomegranate, pineapple, mango, and
Oh, okay.
papaya.
Is this like your?
That's the one you said you liked.
Is this like your special?
Yeah, you said you liked it. So,
Okay, you may want to talk in the mic.
oh,
Yeah, it's usually what happens when
I'm
you're a
gonna
few
get it
episodes in. A lot of these things that I've been talking to you
I
about.
know, right? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's like on the
sorry.
job when you get a little slack the first couple days on the
know.
job, but after a while it's like, all right, you've been
Yeah.
here for a while
Okay,
now.
okay, I got you.
The write ups will start
Can
coming.
you hear me?
You know what I'm saying? And you get fired. You know.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, but why don't you? It seems like you doing this to try to. Why don't you just bring it down to your talking level?
Okay,
All right.
thank you.
So,
Thanks
but
for
no,
the
for real,
direction.
as you were, handling whatever you were handling. I was just sitting here, and I was just thinking to myself, like, I'm getting old.
Yeah. Yes.
So I was thinking about a topic, and I'm like, how does it feel to be getting old? Especially like, being married and being old, getting old.
I think that I can't say that, but I don't know. I always wonder, like, how do men take getting older? Like, for me, I actually look forward to getting older. Although with some women, don't ask my age. I don't, never ask a woman how old they are and all of that. Like, I'm not like that. I don't
Why? Why is that a thing?
I'm not sure, maybe they feel like, they losing things that they are used to thriving off of. I'm not sure. I don't know. I take getting older with like wisdom. I feel like the older I look, the better I actually look. I look mature. I don't like looking like a little kid. You know how people be like, you look a little baby, you look so young. Okay, but I don't like that. I just like getting older. I look forward to getting older.
I would say it's probably because you're married. There's a lot of single women. They want to look young, Which I mean, trust me, your reasons for saying what you said. I mean, they're on point.
Yeah.
But I think that single women or women that are still out there chasing some type of lifestyle, I think that they do, want to keep their youth, whatever the case may be. They want to feel young forever because usually when women get older, their value or their stock goes down, right? Even old men as they get older, their value kind of goes up, or the value does go up. They get more mature, financially stable, all of these things as they get older. But women, the older they get, it's like kind of the more baggage they come with. So I think maybe women try to keep that element of their youth by, never ask a woman her age.
By you
A
just
lady never tells.
like by you just saying that, it just made me think about like the difference because you're right. The older men get, usually they're more stable. they are mature in a sense of relationship, quote unquote, relationship wise, as some may think, all of those things. But then with a woman, it's like the older you get, things actually do start going down, because you got to think about children, for instance, for women,
Menopause.
once you hit a certain age, or whenever your body hit that point, because everybody's date is different. You can go into menopause at 30, but typically the older you get, you hit menopause, that stops you from having children, or, for me, that was the main thing that just popped up in my head. You meet somebody who, hey, I want to have kids, but I can't. I'm 50. I'm 65. I can't.
It doesn't change the fact that you are your age. You pretending to, or not wanting to get old, doesn't change the fact that you will get old. So even that being a reason for somebody, I don't know, it's just kind of stupid to me. But as a man, I like getting older. Yeah, like I've always wanted to grow in age, and like you said, time breeds wisdom. I think that not understanding some of the things that do come with getting older, like bills and all of that stuff, the responsibility, like even having kids and having a family, you have to provide, take care in all aspects, spiritually, emotionally, financially, mentally, all of these things you have to be able to provide your family with as a man. So like those are things that as I got older, you start realizing, and you like, kind of more so want to, you have one or two choices: either really step into the role or to kind of draw back, and drawing back is not going to lead you anywhere. Mm-hmm. So as a man, I believe that's part of being a man is stepping into that role of responsibility. Some of the thing, like, I ain't gonna lie, like when you young, you don't ever think nothing's gonna happen to you in terms of like health issues and stuff like that. Right. So going through those type of things, you be like, damn, I'm getting old.
Yeah.
You be like, yo, I'm getting old. Like, and I'm talking about folks was telling me like, yo, when you get a certain age, man, the health problems just start kicking in. I'm like, I be having body aches.
I was just about to say that, like the body aches. So you be over here thinking like, bro, what's going on with me? Like, because I wake up and I typically now have like a ache in my foot out of nowhere. I'm like, where did that come from? And then I talked to my mom, I think it was my grandmother, one of them, and it was like, it's from those high heels you used to wear all the time, and now your foot is all mixed up. And I'm like, that's probably what it is. I'm getting old. Wearing heels and things like that. But yeah, the body aches. But it's like, at what age is that supposed to happen? Like, I feel like for me, I'm getting older, but I don't call myself old yet. I'm getting older.
Yeah, I think when we say, yeah, I'm old, it's kind of like just a phrase that we use. Say it again.
I said, how old are you?
Say it again.
How old are you?
It doesn't matter.
Oh, see? Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, what about like getting more like into health when you get older? Like making sure you're taking like those needed vitamins and things like that. Things that you don't ever think about whenever you're younger. And then you realize how beneficial they are.
Yeah, like as I've gotten older, and you have health issues, you start thinking about, or you start looking at your body differently in terms of what things your body needs and what things it doesn't. Like a lot of our aches and pains come from a lot of our diet. But like I think that's the biggest thing that I've learned over like getting older is the fact that you, after so long of abusing your body with certain things, excuse me, after so long of abusing your body with certain thing, it's gonna catch up to you. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're young, you don't think that. And I think that's why I'm so hard on the kids sometimes about what they eating, because I know that they gonna catch those bad habits, and those bad habits gonna be hard to break. You know what I'm saying? So while they're young, you try to instill in them the things that weren't necessarily instilled in me. Like when I was young, I was eating pizza and burgers and fries and bacon, egg, and cheese bagels and all types of.
Basically, more those type of foods versus like what, fruits and stuff like that. Is what you're saying?
Yeah. I can't recall like just being in love with a bunch of nutritious foods being younger. And, that carried into my adulthood. Like you go to school, you go to college, and you by yourself, and what you do, you resort to everything that you know in terms of food. Mm-hmm. So, it's not till later on you realize, oh, what I'm putting in my body does mean something. So I think that was a big lesson about getting older. But I think that those things are important to teach our kids at a young age, so they know, okay, putting this into your body is going to do this to you. Putting this into your body will, yield this result. So,
yeah, I think my first, encounter of like realizing what's important, when it comes down to like vitamins, and not the old school Flintstones that everybody just live off of, but like really taking the time to find out what you are deficient in, and all of those would be whenever I got pregnant. Because a lot of times when you become pregnant, because you are, you're basically growing a whole nother child, you're growing a whole nother human, they typically take a lot of what your body have to help them grow. And say you don't have enough or something, you would definitely start feeling it. So like your iron. Like I used to feel like I had low iron before, but when I got pregnant, it hit like rock bottom. But I gotta continue feeding my body those type of vitamins. And then a lot of vitamins you learn when you're pregnant, they will prevent you from having different type of labor and all of that, just based off of how much you consume either a supplement or a regular diet too. So that's when I realized, like, okay, dang, it is important to make sure you're getting checked up on these things. And the crazy part about it is a lot of those things that I learned from other women versus the doctor itself telling me that I needed it. I learned from other women. So it's not one of those things where you be like, oh, my vitamin D low or whatever. Mm-hmm. They don't tell you those things. It's whenever you get to a certain point where either you have to go make an appointment about these symptoms, or, even worse, you can get hospitalized for it or whatever. Mm-hmm. But they're not telling you those things. You have to ask them to run a test for certain things.
Yeah. And I think that's what even us in our negligence, we don't understand that doctors are practicing medicine. Like they don't know everything there is to know about the body, or about healing, or about herbal healing and stuff like that. A lot of it is, it's Western medicine. So yeah. Like I think understanding that, also will, be beneficial, especially for youth and the kids growing up, being able to understand those things. But that had to be different, or of course that's different. I could never understand having another human being growing inside of me, sucking all of my nutrients away, or whatever the case may be. So I'm sure that was, a tough one, being pregnant that first time and learning how your body responds to it.
Yeah, typically, like, honestly, babe, it's like every one of them are different. Each pregnancy is different. Even though, I don't get sick and things like that, but I'm finding
your pregnancy wasn't new. And I think that probably made me even more like, oh, she all right.
Right.
Because
I'm not throwing up anywhere. I'm good. Oh my gosh.
yeah, your pregnancies were very like either you put on a good face or whatever the case may be, but I just didn't assume that you were going through a lot of pain. Not that you weren't. I think I still try to be supportive, more so after the first one, but I don't know. You just
Yeah. Nah, I be going through it. It's just
what do women go through during pregnancy that men or that y'all feel like men don't completely understand?
When we say we're tired. That when I tell you I'm tired, look at you. See? It's like and that is why you can sit here and say it seems like, everything's go good because I stopped telling you that because you just did not believe me. So that's why.
It's not that. It's not that I don't believe you, but
that's why it seemed like everything. See how that come around? Now you understand?
Because I'm just saying, like, I just think that, okay, there's parts of it that I believe, okay, yes, you're tired. And then there's times where I feel like women use that to their advantage of knowing that whether a little bit more rest come or whatever the case may be. But I don't know. I'm not a woman. I ain't never been pregnant before, so I don't know. You know what I mean? Maybe you are that tired, but I'm just like, that baby must be sucking all your damn energy.
And that's what is so crazy for me because I'm like, how don't he understand that I'm tired? Like, everything that I eat.
I mean, don't make it sound like that. Like,
everything I eat.
We done have 4 kids now.
4 of them.
If you don't think I understand that shit by now, all right? So don't get up here and act like I just don't understand when you say you're tired.
Does not listen to me.
I think as the kids came, I began to understand more. The first time around, you damn right. I was 2?
I mean, in your defense, for sure, the first 2 were much easier, but you got to take in consideration. Like we have.
You said the first 2 were easier?
Yeah, but
for you or for me?
For me, I'm saying. What was difficult for you?
I was going through it too. What you mean? you pregnant? I guess who got to be there?
What?
What you mean?
What is difficult for you?
Listen, when a woman is pregnant, a man goes through those same damn.
Oh, I know, because you picked on weight and everything, too, remember?
And I ain't even just talking about that, but I'm talking about we got to deal with y'all emotions being here, over there. Emotions be going all over the place. And then we got to, it's like, I was talking to a brother, and what was I telling him? We was talking about, because this is his first baby. And I was telling him, I'm like, bro, just be prepared to be your wife's, damn near maid.
No way. Don't do that. No way.
For the first few weeks. I'm like, but that first one is like.
You remember when we first had Kai? Remember he was crying and we didn't know what to do? That was like crazy.
I just remember. I don't even know how Kai made it, because it was a lot going on, and Kai is like the war baby. He's
for
like the
real
war child, because there was a lot going on during the time that he was born. There was a lot of changes going on just in life.
It was,
and
he made it.
And that's another thing about. Like getting older, I'd be like, man, I got 4 kids.
Yeah,
I got 4 kids.
And I don't look at it like that, though.
I look at it like that, but it's not like, man, I don't want these damn kids no more. It's like, I got 4 kids. I got 4. Like, it seems like just yesterday.
Yeah, we just had one.
We was chilling. You know what I'm saying? Had a little 2-bedroom apartment, 2-bedroom house, townhouse. And it's like, you look up and it's like,
it's a lot of them.
Daddy.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
And it ain't just one of them calling you. It's
4.
When one run in the room, there's 3 more coming behind them every time.
And see, I look at it as like, we have 4, but we're still young. So it's like, how many more, like how many more will we be blessed
About
to have?
12. What's up? You had something? You had something to say? What's up?
Nothing. Yeah.
Since the heart dropped over there, huh? Ain't nothing but 12 of them.
Yeah, okay.
We young, right? We young. You just talking all that. We young and we young. You young and ready to have some babies, huh? Now I bet you feel old now.
Yes, I do.
I bet you feel old now.
Let me stop. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, but kids would definitely make you feel older because even Kai getting taller and taller and bigger, I just be like, I start to put myself into his shoes when I was that age, and I just be like, how did I look at my parents when I was that age?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I had young parents too.
I do that too.
Excuse me. My I think when I was around 9 or 10 or so, my mom's was in her 30-somethings, so I look at that and I'd be like, dang.
Yeah, I do that sometimes with him too.
To them, they probably like, my daddy old.
Yeah.
Like,
he be doing that right here though. He think we're so old.
And I'm sure
and he's so cool right now.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't know. There's a joyful part about it, like, because in no way do I envy or what's the word? I covet like being young in a sense of the mentality.
Yeah.
Right.
Definitely.
You may want to be young in terms of like your body.
Nah.
Aches, pains, things like that. Bills. I don't be wanting bills.
Yeah.
But the freedom, I remember wanting to make money to be able to spend my money the way I wanted to. Because my daddy used to always be like, hey, Joe, but it's about money, blah, blah, blah. I used to be like, I can't wait till I get some damn money. And I'm able to.
Yeah.
And I remember being able to provide for myself. That felt like a good feeling. You know what I'm saying? And to the world, when you able to start making your own money, and I was making, a decent good amount of money early. So it was like, I felt like I was on pace to, so, but now I'm just 4 kids in, and it don't stop.
But like take for instance, like when we take the kids out and stuff like that, it's like, I don't know, I just think it's so beautiful because we are constantly trying to, like you said, trying to do things differently or even better than things that we were raised up, and I know our parents did the best they could, of course, and but just being able to do certain things for them, it's amazing. I think, like, especially when they just, they'll come around, they'll smile and they'll say thank you, or Nava, I'm happy. Like Nava just busts out, I'm happy, mom. Like I think that's really good because, you know, sometimes we don't take the time to just sit back and just pat ourselves on the back sometimes. So that comes with being, you know, older. I like it. But I'd be feeling like, when I be seeing those kids get on the school bus.
School bus?
Yeah.
Somebody in the neighborhood?
Yeah.
What you mean?
Oh, no, that's when I feel old. I'd be like,
seeing
damn,
kids get on the school bus.
When was the last time I got on the school bus?
You know, like a part of me, it's funny because a part of me, I just be wanting to like go to like high school one more time or something, or like middle school. But I'd be like, what my old ass look like?
You know, it was something in the news. Did you see that in the news?
What?
With a lady dressed up to go to the high school.
Oh,
she got a charge.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is wrong with her?
But it's like, I think all of us, if we could like relive a moment of high school or middle school again, you would kind of like, well, yeah, that'd be cool to go back for a day. You know what I'm saying? And I guess that's why people have their, what's it called, their class reunions or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
I was never into those.
I think class reunions are for you to see people you went to school with and talk about them.
And talk about them?
Yeah. I do. It's like, yeah. You remember that popular guy? He come up looking crazy. Like, I feel like that's what people just go to be nosy.
Like that one episode of Martin.
Yes. Yeah. Like, I think that's what it is.
I think that's the one where
yes.
Martin was trying to hide Gina,
right. She had that thing around her neck, right? That's the one?
Nah, she had her face had like
swollen up. No, because she had the thing around her neck. She had the bed thing around her neck.
Oh, and the crib thing? Yeah.
No, it was the headboard to their bed. She got put her head through it, and then they tried to put the hair on it, and he was in there trying to weld it down.
Yeah, man.
Hey, everybody. Thank you again for joining us for another episode of the Young Black and Married podcast. If you have not already, please click the subscribe button. And remember to follow us on all social media platforms. If you have any questions, please feel free to send them to our email, theoneflesh@gmail.com. Peace.